Hey, Tom Olszewski with Coldwell Banker and Team Olszewski. First off, I hope everyone has been able to continue to stay safe during these unprecedented times working through a worldwide pandemic. I'm here with the 2020 mid-year Temecula Real Estate Market update. Wow, not only have we finished the second quarter of 2020, but we are now halfway through this crazy year. So what does this pandemic mean for real estate in Temecula? Well, for one, homes are coming on the market and they are selling, not only selling, but selling quickly and sometimes with multiple offers. Inventory continues to be really low for this time of the year, so this could definitely be a good time to sell if you need to sell. I will show you a chart of the last 7 days of activity in the Temecula, Murrieta, French Valley, and Menifee areas so you can see the activity firsthand. Homes are being bought and sold if needed. To some, it's a good time with low supply and still high demand. Our business model has changed and we have adapted with high quality 3D tours and expanded our marketing for the most exposure possible. I will have links to these videos at the end of this one for you to take a look at if you haven't seen them yet. If you get a chance, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Be appreciated. So I've been creating these market reports quarterly. And if you find them useful, again, please hit the subscribe and like button either above or below the video. This is the Temecula Real Estate Mid-Year Market Update. In this video, I will be providing detailed updates on how the Temecula real estate market ended up the second quarter of 2020 and how this quarter compares to the previous mid-year data from 2019. I will also give you some insight on what the experts are saying the second half of 2020 the real estate market will be looking like as we continue to come out of this pandemic. I know one thing for sure is that a record number of people went back to work last month, 4.8 million, which is a good thing. We still have a ways to go to get back to normal, but that's a great start. So let's get to the Temecula real estate market and how it ended the year. Overall, it remains steady and is still in a seller's market overall. It has actually become a borderline crazy seller's market similar to what we saw during the spring of 2018 with low inventory. It's still a very strong seller's market with only 1.6 months of inventory and homes on average selling in about 11 days if priced right. The number of active listings is much lower than a year ago, down 56.8%, and the total number of sales is up year over year 10.7%. As we head into the second half of 2020, we are not seeing the usual increase in the number of total active listings as we leave the lows of the beginning of the year and build for prime time for real estate during the summer months. This pandemic has had a major impact on our local inventory as people are still nervous. And as I have stated previously, even with this pandemic, it's a better market to buy and sell as affordability is very good, driven by very low interest rates with conventional rates hovering about 2.99%. FHA VA is down as low as 2.75%. The lack of inventory and a lot of buyers looking to take advantage of this low interest rates could mean more money for your home if you sell now before the end of the year rush. And it's usually the mid-year rush. It'll depend on whether we can get control of the COVID-19 situation. Let's see how the overall real estate market looked ending up the second quarter 2020 overall and take a look at this last month year over year. Let's dive deeper and see what the detailed numbers look like here in Temecula. First, we will look at the closed sales in Temecula at the end of June. At the end of June 2020, there were a total of 217 closed sales in the city of Temecula of all price ranges and types of homes. This compares to 196 closed sales at the end of June 2019, which is a year-over-year increase of about 10.7%. The number of sales is above the 2019 numbers, and last year they did not start to really pick up until March. Last year's sales had peaked though in May with 228 homes sold, and that matched the best month of 2019. So overall, not that far off the best sales month of 2019. All predictions are indicating the third and fourth quarters of 2020 should be a good time for selling and buying, especially if interest rates stay as low as they are predicting and we come off total lockdown again and show progress battling the COVID-19 virus. The biggest decline occurred in the under 399,000 segment, down 38.7% year over year. There just isn't availability at this price point, with the median price point in Temecula now being 515,000. The biggest surprise came in the over 600 to 899 price range, as this segment has been strong throughout 2019 and continues currently with 43 sales with an increase of 126.3% year over year. Next, we will look at the number of active listings we have in Temecula. I have a slide on this to show you the flat line in listings overall. And as of the end of June, there were 271 active listings in the city of Temecula, which is down significantly from 628 the previous year, decreasing a whopping 56.8%. This has been actually declining slightly since March. This number varies by segments, with the largest decrease in the 400 to 699,000 range, down 65.3% year over year. Again, I attribute this to the lack of homes in this price range, which is typically our sweet spot here in Temecula. It is important to understand these numbers, so if you want to sell your home and it doesn't look the greatest, with this less competition, it would be easier to sell. If you want to maximize your home's value, we can help you with that. And if you go to our new video blog, I have a video covering what top 5 things you can do to get top dollar when you sell. If you don't have the cash for updates, we can help you with that as well with our Revitalized program. The next important number we will look at is how many months supply of listings do we have here in Temecula. This, along with the number of sales, indicates what type of market we have today. Where are we in ending up the second quarter of 2020? So are we still in a seller's market, or was there a shift? Well, the data as of the end of June shows 1.6 months of inventory available for buyers. This is down huge at 56.8% overall year over year. With the neutral point being 6 months, we are definitely still in a strong seller's marketplace overall, pretty close to the crazy seller's market like we had first and second quarters of 2018. Very, very competitive for buyers, great for sellers. Because of the diverse types of property we have here in Temecula, there is a difference depending upon what segment you're interested in. The two bookends of opposite ends of the spectrum are the under 400K segment that only has 0.8 months supply, making it for a very tight segment for buyers. The other end of the spectrum is the over 900,000 segment that now has 7.6 months supply, but still better than a year ago. So with 14 months of inventory last June, there has actually been a decrease in this price range of 45.7%. Taking it from a strong buyer's market mid-2019 to closer to a neutral market. If you have questions about your specific neighborhood or home, please give me a call or send an email, and I can give you specifics for your area in Temecula in your specific home. Next, we look at home values. Are they still increasing here in Temecula? Well, the median sales price for June in Temecula overall is $515,000. This compares to the mid-year of 2019, where the median sales price was $465,000. This shows about a 10.8% increase year over year. Again, it is important to know that this combines all types of homes and price points. This overall number has a big dependency with how many lower priced homes and higher priced homes sell. So the biggest segment increase was the 400 to 699,000 segment, increasing by 8.1% year over year. Basically, the 900,000 mark separates the winners from the losers, with under 900K increasing and over 900K decreasing. It is different for different areas within Temecula, with a large number of brand new homes, estate homes, older homes. Housing growth, though, will still maintain a positive growth rate. It's predicted over the next 12 months. Even if we should see an economic slowdown or an increase in COVID-19 cases in 2020, home values are still predicted to increase in value overall. So just to show that the market is still very, very strong overall, here are the numbers pertaining to the percentage of sales price to the original list price. Homes overall in Temecula sold at 100% overall, increasing slightly by 1.1%. It is important to understand these numbers. So if you want to sell or you're looking to buy, and in particular if you're going to sell and your home doesn't look the greatest, with this lesser competition, it would be easier to sell. But with the current lack of inventory, there is a possibility of bidding wars on homes in great shape and a good location if you're buying. Every home, regardless of the year built, has a completely updated price and a needs work price, or somewhere in between. As an example, the over 900,000 price range only sells at 95.6% of the original list price. The next number to be aware of is the number of days a home stays on the market before selling. For Temecula, at the end of June, that number was only 11 days. Super low, and this number reflects a 47.6% decrease year over year. This is mainly because of the lower inventory we are currently seeing and buyers taking advantage of low interest rates. Well, the last item I wanted to quickly provide an update on is how our mortgage rates are currently looking. Rates have remained steady as of the mid-year mark of 2020. Recent rates are actually floating around 2.99% for 30-year fixed. FHA VA is at 2.75%. So depending on the lender, it's down slightly again. And rates have definitely not increased like experts were thinking they would. And actually, they're going to probably stay where they're at through the end of the year and probably look to raise out in 2021 once we get through this pandemic and the economy shows some progress. So if you have been thinking about buying your first home or upsizing or downsizing and need a loan, this summer is still a great time to sell and buy before rates go up. 2019 was the best year for mortgage rates since 2011, but 2020 could break that record if rates continue to stay low. Loan limits have adjusted now for 2020, and for conventional, the loan limit is up to $510,400, and for FHA, it's up to $442,750 for Riverside County. I hope this market update has been helpful. Stay safe while we are still under the safety guidelines. And if you have been thinking about buying or selling and would like more information, please feel free to contact me directly at 951-506-5744 or email at tom@timosuski.com. If you'd like to receive future market updates, please click the subscribe button either above or below. There will be a slide, though, at the end of the video on ways to contact us. The bottom line today, as I see it, even with the lockdown and safety things in place, it's still a great time to buy and sell with low interest rates. More inventory to pick from will start coming through the end of the year. This is Tom Olszewski with Team Olszewski and Coldwell Banker signing out. Make it a great day.